Welcome to some and welcome back to a few. If you're new here, I ramble review. It's what I do. Today I'm here with something a little different than my usual, in that I am not reviewing one book, but rather doing a book unhaul, where I will give a little tidbit about each of the books I'm getting rid of. For the most part, there's nothing severely wrong with these books. I don't hate them. I simply moved recently and needed to make a lot of room on my bookshelves. So, here we go. First off, I have two books by Mercedes Lackey. One is The Fairy Godmother, and the other is The Beauty and the Werewolf. Both were a lot of fun, and I am actually very, very, very fond of this writer. However, I'm trying to collect her Heralds of Valdemar saga, which is 30-some-odd books long, and really don't have a lot of room for holding on to her work outside of the saga if I'm going to fit all of the saga on my shelves. So, these are off to hopefully find someone to adore them. And of course I'm sitting here making a mess. This next one is called Wings of Silver, and it does not have the most camera-friendly cover, but it's really cute. It's a bird flying on a silver background, and it's silvery. It was compiled by Joe Petty, which you can kind of see a drawn version of the cover here. This was a wonderful little poetry compilation. It is, however, very, very Christian-based, and while I am a Christo-pagan myself, I was looking for something a little more eclectic when I picked up this compilation. My bad for not reading reviews first, honestly. So, hopefully this is off to find someone to love it. I am not going to hold up all of the manga, because they're all part of the same series. However, I will be unhauling my cute, smaller editions of my Sailor Moon manga. This one that I'm holding up is the first short stories collection. I am actually collecting the Eternal editions of the manga, and have now gotten past the point in my Eternal collection that I was in the original collection. Simply put, my eyesight ain't what it used to be, and the Eternal collection is much easier for me to read. So this is my favorite manga series, and I really hope that someone's going to run across it at the used bookstore for a great deal and be super excited. So, if you happen to be out there, I hope you're ready for it. The next book I will be getting rid of is probably the most convoluted book I have read in a hot minute, and it is called The Ship of Theseus by J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorst. I probably horribly mispronounced that. That said, it is a book that presents itself as though it were a library tome, written by a V.M. Straka. The whole premise of this book is that it is a story within a story within a story. You have one story, which is the physical book, another story, which is the communication going back and forth with people writing the margins, and then a kind of sub-story that is what the book has been through and what you can figure out by using all of these little loose inserts that come in the book. I really, really hope that all of them are in here and I didn't lose any. I tried to double check. This one I'm hoping someone will adore. I did enjoy reading it. I do not plan on rereading it. This book is a lot of work to get through. There's the Ship of Theseus. I am about to make a horrible mess. Yep, there goes the pile. The next book is Dark Parties by Sarah Grant. This is the only book in the pile I have not actually read. I got this book roughly 3 years ago at a Goodwill for like $1, and, well, 3 years ago. My reading tastes have changed a lot. I am no longer interested in the book. I am hoping it will find someone to absolutely love it at the used bookstore. So, off it goes. Next we have Lupus, Alternative Therapies That Work by Sharon Moreau. I hope I pronounced their name right. I really don't know. This book was very helpful to me and very hope-inspiring for me when I got my lupus diagnosis and was starting to work through some of the emotions that came with that. All of that said, it's not the book for me. It's really not. I have since run into better books that I hope to do a review of later. Someone's going to love this book, and it's going to mean a lot to someone when they find it. Unfortunately, for my shelves, it just wasn't the best fit anymore. Oh, and then finally, half buried under things, because I am the most disorganized person on BookTube, we have, and I had it upside down, we have Labyrinths by Katrin Clay, which is about Emily Young, who was the wife of Carl Jung, the famous psychologist. This was a great book. I absolutely adore this one, actually. I have read it, reread it, taken notes out of it, and now I'm just hoping that someone else can get to do the same. Because loved it, do not plan on rereading it again. And that is it for my book unhaul. Thank you for those who came to watch. Bye!